Well, I hope you're enjoying your Saturday afternoon as we are live here at the pit. Get ready for another exciting afternoon of high school basketball on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We got a good one tonight as we've got Stratford Academy, the GIAA school out of Macon, Georgia, taking on the Glenwood Lady Gators. The starters for the Stratford Academy team: Hayden Craddock, Maggie Jamison, Reagan Ray, Kalia Walker, and Catherine Causey. For the Glenwood Lady Gators, Anna Grace Griggs, Hallie Palmore, Olivia Slocum, TK Davis, and Clara Crisco. Tipping it is Walker and Anna Grace Griggs, and Stratford Academy wins the tip. And we are underway. Shannon Smith has got it over to Hayden Craddock. Moving it around, Reagan Ray. As Stratford currently 7-6 on the season. There's a long three-pointer, and that is good by Maggie Jamison, and Stratford's on the board first. Actually, the refs counted that as a 2, so it is 2-0. TK Davis with it, swinging it over to Crisco. Crisco enters her in the starting line. Oh, nice pass to TK Davis. No good. She gets her own rebound, puts up a shot, up and in. That's what TK Davis does. A double-double just about every game, and it's 2-2. As they swing it around, this is a team that went 22-7 last year, 7-1 in their region. Oh, there's a backcourt violation on Stratford Academy. They went to the Final Four. They lost to the eventual champions, George Walton Academy, last year. As they're moving around, Anna Grace Griggs swings over to the top of the key. Crisco over to Holly Palmer, right back to Griggs, and count the bucket. And Anna Grace Griggs going to the line for the and one. As the Glenwood Lady Gators 16-5 on the season. They just came up of a win over Macon East last night here at the pit. And, of course, last week they won the Border Wars. As Anna Grace Griggs makes the and one, it's 5-2. Glenwood on top. This is a rematch from they played Stratford Academy in Macon on December the 2nd. As that three-point shot is actually a 2 by Maggie Jamison. It's 5-4. So on December the 2nd, they lost to Stratford Academy 48-62. Griggs trying to drive it back to the top of the key. Crisco looking for a screen. Back over to Slocum. Griggs. 6:17 left to go here in the first. Olivia Slocum fires a long three. No good. Nice rebound by Clara Crisco, and she puts it up and in. Big offensive rebound by Clara Crisco, and it's back to a 7-4 lead for Glenwood. There's a three-point attempt. Fires it, no good. Rebounded by Davis. Here comes the Lady Gators. Hallie Palmore. Pass that was intended for Davis. Back over to Crisco. She's just going to fire up a three-pointer. No good. That's going to go right to Maggie Jamison for the rebound. As Stratford Academy, a team in the GIAA Class 4A in Macon, Georgia. Oh, what a steal by Anna Grace Griggs, coast to coast. And she will go to the line for 2. That was a foul on Shannon Smith. Glenwood is 1-0 on the season as far as region play. Griggs will go to the line. She misses the first. Earlier today, as part of this triple header action, we saw the Pacelli girls defeat Loganville Christian 57-21. Thrift Behringer was on the call for Georgia Alabama Sports Live as Anna Grace Griggs makes one of two. We got an exciting triple header of basketball as the Pacelli boys are taking on Loganville Christian Academy right now. We got the Glenwood boys and Stratford Academy Eagles after this game. Oh, that's a steal by Hallie Palmore. And again, Shannon Smith just commits the foul. That's 2 quick fouls on Shannon Smith. That was not in the shooting motion. That's 2 fouls Over to TK Davis. Davis dribbles, baseline, fires along three is Clara Crisco, and makes it! Clara Crisco, she's got 5 points, and it's an 11-4 lead for the Lady Gators. Back over to Smith. Smith, Craddock, baseline jumper off the glass, no good by Maggie Jamison. And it goes out of bounds, and that's going to stay right here with the Lady Eagles. Over to Shannon Smith, top of the key. Ray just working it around. Glenwood in the zone defense. Top of the key. And a steal by Clara Crisco. She anticipated that perfectly. She does not have the numbers, puts up a shot. They finally do call a foul. And Crisco is going to go to the line for 2. Glenwood on an impressive run, up 11-4 with 4:25 left to go here in the first. Crisco makes the first. She's got 6 points for the Lady Gators. So the leading scorer on this Stratford Academy Lady Eagles team is Kalia Walker. She's averaging 13.7 points a game, followed by Shannon Smith with 8. Crisco makes them both. It's 13-4. Very impressive start for the Lady Gators. We are live here at the pit. Glenwood did play a game last night against Macon East. Shannon Smith fires a 3. Off the glass, no good. Right to Haley Palmore, right to Anna Grace Griggs. What a pass, and what a shot. Anna Grace Griggs, it makes it 15-4. Timeout on the floor. Stratford Academy wants to talk it over, but we would like to thank our sponsors here at Georgia, Alabama. Great barbecue. I like getting the chipped plate, barbecue plate with a couple of sides. We had the Glenwood Gators coaches show there. Happy Hour Bar and Grill, the general manager is Matt Call. We have done the Georgia Alabama Sports Live show there a couple of times. State Farm, Carroll Purdue, life, home, car, and more. Terry Johnson Agency, home, church, life, auto, Masterwall Incorporated. Behringer Construction for repair, remodel, and refurbish. Call Glenn Behringer. P&B Broadcasting, real people, real radio, Sports Visions, and double coverage. Jerome Bryant covering all the local teams in the Chattahoochee Valley. As we're going to get a foul on Glenwood. Right now, we do have a score update. The Hardaway Lady Hawks are leading the Northside Patriots 25-9. They got a big road victory against Cairo last night. So congratulations to Coach Ellison and the Hardaway Lady Hawks. Yesterday, Palm Bay defeated Carver in the She Got Game tournament, 85-62. And how about this game? Shaw defeating Calvary 50-44. That was a lot closer than a lot of people expected. As Livia Slocum in for Bobby Taylor Brazil, who's checking in the game for Glenwood. And we're going to get a foul on Stratford. And again, that's 4-team fouls now with 3:36 left to go. One more foul, and Glenwood will be in the bonus. Got to watch out for those fouls. There's Anna Grace Griggs driving the baseline. Passes over to Slocum. Palmore to Davis. Over to Slocum. Looking for that screen, trying to drive the baseline. A nice pass over to Palmore. Swinging it over to Griggs. Fires a long 3. Off the glass, no good, but what a steal by Hallie Palmore. She puts up a shot and draws the foul. Good heads-up play by Hallie Palmore to sneak in there and get the steal. And she's able to put up a shot, and Stratford just fouled her, and now she's going to the line. That's 5 fouls. So from here on out, Glenwood is going to be shooting foul shots for the remainder of the quarter. And there is 3:15 left to go here in this quarter. We got Mimi Johnson checking into the game for the Lady Gators. Glenwood is led by their head coach, Dusty Perdue. Here's a fast break. All right, we're going to get a no sound. All right, welcome back. To the line is Kalia Walker, the leading scorer for Stratford Academy. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by TK Davis. Johnson over to Palmore. Palmore swings it over to Griggs. Left wing. Johnson puts up a baseline shot, no good. Kick ball, that's actually off her knee. They'll let it play. Hayden Craddock, here comes a fast break for Stratford. Nice pass inside. Oh, what a block by Bobby Taylor Brazil. She has had an impact on the bench for the Lady Gators, who off to this fast start, 15-4. Going up against a team they lost to up in Macon. Shannon Smith for three. Fighting for that rebound. Catherine Causey and TK Davis. It's going to stay put right here with the Lady Eagles. Like we mentioned, 7-6 on the season. They started the season 0-4, but they did pick up their first win on December the 2nd against Glenwood, 62-48. And they've had a tough schedule. There's a rebound by Hallie Palmore. Over to Johnson. Johnson fires a three. Off the glass, no good. And it's ripped away by Bobby Taylor Brazil. We're going to get a jump ball. They did lose to George Walton Academy earlier this season, 77-38. And then they rattled off. I'm looking at the schedule. 6 straight wins, including ECLA, Crawford County. There's a three-pointer, Olivia Slocum. And Glenwood extends their lead to 14 with 2:07 left to go here in the quarter. Richard Holdridge here, Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Like and subscribe to the Facebook page and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We do have the Glenwood boys coming up after this. There's a shot off the glass, up and in. Catherine Causey makes it 18-6. Timeout on the floor, 1:57 left to go. We'll take one too as you are watching the Stratford Academy Glenwood girls here at the Pit on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And that is the end of the first quarter with your score, Glenwood 21, Stratford Academy 8. Let's thank our sponsors for making this broadcast possible: Superior Roofing, Rocket Stone LLC, Mike and Ed's Barbecue, Happy Hour Bar and Grill, State Farm, Carol Purdue, Terry Johnson Agency, Master Wall Incorporated, Behringer Construction, PNB Broadcasting, Sports Visions, and Double Coverage. We'll be back with the second half right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Don't worry about it. We're back here at the Swamp. 21-8 is your score. Glenwood on top over Stratford Academy. The GIAA school out of Macon that went 22-7 last year, lost to the eventual champions, George Walton Academy, in the Final Four. Don't forget, we do have the Glenwood Gators taking on the Stratford Academy Eagles. That's coming up next here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. That's the next jump ball that's being called, and the possession arrow is going to stay right here with Glenwood. Glenwood 16-5 on the season. They did defeat Macon East yesterday, as that is up and in. A good job there by Glenwood getting the shot. It's 23-8. And there was a steal almost, and Palmore, Slocum for three. And I'm going to get another jump ball. (23-8) is your score. Glenwood on top. Walker. Here's Smith driving the lane. Pass to Peyton Latimer. Shoots a three, and it's rebounded right to Slocum. Nice pass to Griggs. Up and in. Anna Grace Griggs got 12 points. It's back to a 25-8 lead for the Lady Gators. Craddock. Walker stolen by Griggs. Slocum. Pass to Crisco. Driving that baseline. That's going to be an offensive foul on Crisco. Ref was right there. He's going to call that one just about every time. I thought maybe it looked very close. It looked like more like a flop, but we don't call that there. It's definitely an offensive foul on the Lady Gators. Could go either way in close calls like that. There's a baseline three. Oh, Stratford needs something to get back in this game down 25-8. Slocum, double team, splitting the defenders. Gets it stolen by Kalia Walker. She's been quiet. She's only got 2 points for Stratford. Smith, bounce pass, Walker. splits the triple team. Walker trying to get her own rebound and into the hands of Anna Grace Griggs. She does not have the numbers. Griggs dribbles, spin, puts up a shot, and she'll go to the line for two. Last couple of games we've seen, Anna Grace Griggs has been the leading scorer for Glenwood. We saw that in the Border Wars when they defeated their region rival, Lee Scott Academy. Won 3 games in the Border Wars, including against Edgewood Academy and Southland Academy, as Griggs makes the first. The Pacelli girls defeated Loganville Christian Academy 57-21 earlier today. That was the first of our games on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Griggs misses the second, but there's TK Davis with an offensive rebound. She's got 4 rebounds this afternoon. That's going to be another quick foul on the Lady Eagles. 26-8 is the score. Glenwood on top. Bobby Taylor Brazil checks into the game. Pass over to Brazil. Almost got tipped away. Crisco back out to Slocum. Pass inside. That was too much traffic, but what a steal by Hallie Palmore. And TK Davis putting up a shot. And Davis is going the line for 2. So second chance points for Glenwood. They're boxing out. They're getting rebounds. And they're really not letting Stratford get any momentum to try to come back into this game. They were up 18-4, and they have held the Lady Eagles at bay here in the second quarter. Davis misses the first. And she makes 1 of 2. It's 27-8. Shannon Smith going to take it across the timeline. Pass over to Latimer. Good defense by Palmore, and it looks like Palmore almost got the steal, but getting it right back is Craddock. Nice pass into Walker at a block. Put it up, and here comes a fast break for Glenwood. Slocum splits the defenders, and an offensive foul. So the ref has been calling that offensive foul. Stratford's done a good job planting their feet. Drawing the charge. It's 27-8 with 5 minutes left to go here until halftime. Back into the game for Stratford, Reagan Ray. Swinging it over to Walker. Walker driving the lane, rebounded by Davis. She's got 6 rebounds. Crashing the boards once again for the Lady Gators. Slocum inside. Bobby Taylor Brazil off the glass and in. A nice pass by Olivia Slocum. It's a 21-point lead for Glenwood. Top of the key, Craddock moving it. Ball, Reagan Ray for 3. That is how Stratford tries to get back into this game, but their refs are going to call it a 2. Foot was on the line. It's 29-10. Stratford Academy led by their head coach, Ed Smith. Nice baseline, and she traveled. Clara Crisco, as she was trying to catch the ball, just took a step as the ball went behind her back as she was trying to position herself to pass it. The ref is going to call too many steps. 29-10 with 4:05 left to go here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Richard Holdridge here on the broadcast. We got Thrift Behringer over at the land calling Pacelli and Loganville Christian Academy. That three-point attempt by Maggie Jamison is no good, but the offensive rebound is taken by Glenwood off a steal. Here's Clara Crisco back over to Palmore. Swings it back to Crisco, top of the key for 3, and Clara Crisco is in double figures. She's got 10 points, and Glenwood leads 32-10. Jamison They're just passing it. Jamison top of the key. Swings it over to Smith. Smith fires a three. No good. Rebounded by Griggs. Griggs over to Crisco. Long pass to Palmore. Palmore pass to Griggs. Almost lost it. Stays with it. And then she travels. And that was just a split decision trying to pass the ball and then just took too many steps, just off balance. Going back to Stratford Academy, 32-10 with 3:05 left to go here in this game live at the pit. Smith, bounce pass to Cozart. Swinging it around. Ray fires a shot. That's a misfire, and Griggs with the rebound. Griggs going coast to coast. Griggs puts up a floater. No good. Rebounded by Bobby Taylor. Brazil off the glass and in. Right place, right time. Bobby Taylor Brazil with the putback, cleaning up the glass. 34-10. The second chance points for Glenwood. As Smith fires a long three, no good. And that's rebounded by Palmore. Another fast break. Palmore, pass to Griggs. Up and in. Making it look easy. Anna Grace Griggs with 15 points, and it's 36-10. Just the flow of this Glenwood offense. Remember, this is a team they lost to on December the 2nd. Brazil tries to rip it away, but that's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to go back. As the ref saying, yeah, back to the Lady Gators. So they did play Macon East. Last night, they defeated Macon East 69-22. Hallie Palmore had 14 points. Of course, the last time we were here was the championship game of the Border Wars last Friday night. A week ago Friday night. Mimi Johnson for three. No good. Bobby Taylor Brazil right there and puts it in. Bobby Taylor Brazil coming off the bench really has given them some energy. There's a three-pointer by Hayden Craddock, who's held scoreless so far here in this game. 38-10. Mimi Johnson, oh, what a pass. But Smith and Ray trying to rip it away, and it's going to go off of Stratford. Stratford wearing their navy blue uniform with gray trim. Bobby Taylor Brazil. Oh, that mid-range jumper, it's working for her. It's a 30-point lead for the Lady Gators. With a minute 20 left to go here until halftime. Walker, jumper, no good, but Walker's going to go to the line for two. Walker, leading scorer on the team, averaging 13.7 points a game. She is listed as a junior for Stratford Academy. First shot is no good. And Thrip Behrens and I actually visited the campus of Stratford Academy last year when Pacelli was playing Brookstone in the GIAA quarterfinals. And a nice campus. Walker makes one of two. It is 40-11 with a minute left to go here until halftime. Crisco, Emerson White checking into the game. Johnson, Mimi Johnson trying to split the defenders. We're going to get another jump ball. So looking at the schedule, as we've got about a month left of regular season basketball in the AISA. As Walker puts up a shot, she'll go the line for two. Next week, we got a big game up in Auburn, Alabama, taking on Lee Scott Academy on Thursday night. It's the rematch of the Border Wars Championship. The next home game is Tuesday, January the 16th, taking on Springwood. As Walker makes the first. Got a nice crowd here for a Saturday afternoon game as Crisco gets the rebound. She wants to just run up fast. Back over to White. Swings over to Johnson. Johnson Makes a move, top of the key, swings it back over to White, baseline, bounce pass, stolen by Walker. Walker cut Brazil to get the steal, and now here comes Stratford Academy. Walker putting up a shot, up and in. So Walker, if she gets going, Stratford Academy could find a way to get back into this game. 18 seconds left to go, and looks like Glenwood's going to hold for the final shot. Oh, screen by Brazil, and Johnson just runs into a wall as Kalia Walker draws the foul with 10 seconds left to go here until halftime. We would like to welcome you for watching us on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Crisco, 8 seconds. Johnson, 5 seconds. Bounce pass, Claire Graham, 1. Johnson puts up a shot, no good. And that is the half as Glenwood leads Stratford Academy 40-14 as we have one more half to go. We would like to thank our sponsors on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Superior Roofing, top certified roofers in 3 locations, Auburn, Phoenix City, and Columbus. Rocket Stone LLC. For masonry, stoneware, if you just want to refurbish your fireplace, Greg Ballard is the guy to call. Mike and Ed's Barbecue, Chase Cook, the general manager, located there on Crawford Road in Phoenix City. We enjoy their barbecue. I love their pulled pork plate and their chipped plate. Get a couple of sides, and we had the Glenwood Gators Coaches Show there in the fall. Happy Hour Bar and Grill. Matt Call is the general manager. They got some great food. We have hosted the Georgia Alabama Sports Live show there on Tuesday nights. State Farm, Carroll Purdue, Life, Home, Car, and more. Call 334-298-2300 for a free quote today. Terry Johnson Agency for home, church, life, and auto. Call 706-324-6360 for a quote today. Master Wall Incorporated. They provide EIFS and stucco for your home improvement needs, and they are a reliable company out of Midland, Georgia. Grant Smithwick is one of the owners, as he's also the assistant basketball coach of Calvary Christian. Behringer Construction for repair, refurbish, remodeling. Contact Glenn Behringer today. PMB Broadcasting, real people, real radio, and Sports Visions. Thrift Behringer, DJ Jones, Mondays and Thursdays from 4 to 6 on Smooth RB 92.1 and the Sports Visions Facebook page. And double coverage. If you want your Little League, middle school, high school covered, contact Jerome Bryant. They do a great job covering all sporting events in the Tri-City area. We'll be back with the start of the second half as Glenwood leads Stratford Academy 40-14 right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back here to the pit. Start of the second half here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. The Glenwood Lady Gators leading Stratford Academy 40-14. Leading scorer for the Lady Gators is Anna Grace Griggs with 15 points. Bobby Taylor Brazil off the bench with 8 points. Clara Crisco with 10. And the leading scorer for Stratford Academy is Kalia Walker, who's got 6 points. Glenwood starts with the ball here in the second half. And we are underway here in the second half here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Here we go, Griggs. Back over to Slocum, fires a three-pointer. Front of the iron, no good. Ripped down by T.K. Davis, and she's going to draw the foul. Davis has got 7 rebounds. And she does have 3 points, but she has primarily been a defensive stopper and cleaning up the glass. The refs are going to say it wasn't in the shooting motion, so it will be a non-shooting foul. Inbounds by Davis underneath the basket. Back to Davis. Puts it up. Trying to get a rebound, but it's going to go out of bounds and Stratford ball. Stratford did get the first basket of the game, but Glenwood went on that 18-4 run, and they never looked back. They have been absolutely dominant in this game against a team they lost to 62-48 on December the 2nd. Walker, jump ball. To have Glenwood come in here and dominate the way they have, that is coaching adjustments. But it's a different team, the team in December. They did play in that hostile environment up in Macon. Inside of Walker. Walker with the double team. Walker is going to draw the foul. You had Slocum and Davis trying to defend Walker. Walker's going to go to the line. Glenwood has that senior-led front line of T.K. Davis, Olivia Slocum, and Anna Grace Griggs. But this is really a high IQ basketball team led by Coach Dusty Perdue that went to the championship game last year, lost to Clark Prep. Before that, they won 2 championships. They were trying to three-peat, and they definitely want to try to get back there and win a championship, especially for the senior class. Walker makes 1 of 2, leading Stratford with 7 points. Stratford Academy, a team out of the GIAA in 4A. Mimi Johnson checking into the game. Crisco fires a 3 off the bank, and I didn't realize the bank was open this late in the afternoon. Clara Crisco, usually the bank closes at noon on a Saturday. And Walker, she draws the foul, and she'll go to the line for 2. Clara Crisco with 13 points. She's having a day. I hope you enjoy your Saturday afternoon. And if this is oddly enough, this is the first Saturday that we have not had college football in a long time. As Walker makes the first. We do have 2 more college football games. We have the FCS Championship tomorrow, as you have a Montana and South Dakota State. And then on Monday, Michigan and Washington. But this is high school basketball season. When the calendar hits January, this is where we get into region games. Although this is not a non-region game. And, you know, Glenwood does have plenty of region opponents that they're going to play, including Lee Scott and Springwood, and Mimi Johnson traveled. So next week, the next game for Glenwood, they're taking on Lee Scott up in Auburn, Alabama. The Lady Gators and Gators. That's going to be a lot of fun. Reagan Ray thought about it. Walker, quick double team. Back out to Craddock. Swings it over to Smith. Smith gives it to Ray. Baseline. Back over to Reeves. Ray just trying to get some offense going. There's some movement, and Glenwood's in the zone, and that's exactly what Stratford wants to try to do. Get the shooters open. Carson Reeves, she had an open look, but it goes into the hands of the Lady Gators, and they can start slowing down the pace. But they don't want to get Stratford any momentum as there's a steal and going up, and that's an offensive foul on Shannon Smith. She does not agree with that call, and that's going to go back to Glenwood. That was one of those calls. It could have gone either way. But the ref has been calling that offensive foul on both teams. Palmore back over to Griggs, swings it over to Johnson. Griggs with the screen. Oh, nice. Johnson with a quick double team. Crisco, Palmore, all the way to Griggs, and we're going to get a timeout here on the floor. 43-17 is your score. 5:24 left to go here in the third. We want to thank our sponsors as we got Superior Roofing, Rocket Stone LLC, Mike and Ed's Barbecue, Happy Hour Bar and Grill, State Farm, Carroll Purdue, the Bocelli Vikings, Terry Johnson Agency, Master Wall Incorporated, Behringer Construction, PMB Broadcasting, Sports Visions, and Double Coverage. Earlier today, the Bocelli Vikings did defeat Loganville Christian 57-21. Hardaway was leading Northside 25-9. That game's up at Northside High School. Trying to get a score update on that one. There's an inbounds. Over to Johnson. Crisco. Pass to Davis. Over to Johnson. Palmore, top of the key. Swings it over for Griggs. Oh, a nice pass. Griggs puts up a shot. Gets her own rebound. Puts up another shot and draws the foul. And will go to the line for the N1. What an effort by Anna Grace Griggs. Not only pulling down that rebound, but she had two defenders all over her. Puts up a shot. Draws the foul. And Glenwood has a chance to extend their lead even more here with 5:08 left to go here in the third. Griggs misses it. That's going to be rebounded by Carson Reeves. Smith takes it across the timeline. Over to Ray, top of the key. Craddock just swinging it around over the baseline. Reeves guarded by Johnson and stolen by Palmore. She is all alone going coast to coast and puts up a shot up and in. Hallie Palmore. She's had quite a few steals and fast breaks today. Yeah, she's been doing that all season for Glenwood. And there's a tip, and they're gonna call a foul on TK Davis. It's a 30-point lead with 4:32 left to go here in the third. Glenwood trying to get their 17th win, have a little bit of time off before they play Lee Scott on Thursday. But we know how tough it is to play back-to-back games. They played Macon East yesterday. You know, you always talk about the rest versus rust factor, that when a team is hot, they want to play back-to-back nights. I mean, they did play Friday night. They're playing a Saturday afternoon game. You have to turn around and play on Saturday afternoon. But this team is coached well by Coach Purdue, and they're ready for the challenge as Mimi Johnson puts up a shot. And when I say that, of course they are, because they played 3 games in 3 days in the Border Wars. So they live for this. Another steal by Palmore. All the way to the rack and in. It's 51-17. Smith across the timeline over to Ray. Guarded by Palmore. Swinging it around, fires a long three. Carson Reeves, no good. Rebounded by Griggs. Griggs trying to go coast to coast. Back over to Palmore. Long pass to Johnson. Crisco fires a long three. Front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Palmore. Right to Bobby Taylor Brazil, who draws the foul off Walker. 3:35 left to go here in the third. Bobby Taylor Brazil is going to go to the line for 2. She misses the first. So some of the games we have across the Tri-City area, we have Harris County taking on Spencer. You got Hardaway taking on Northside. Of course, last night you had Smith Station and Opelika, and then you had Central and Auburn. Brazil makes 1 of 2. Boy, that Central Auburn game, Jabria Lindsay carrying them, and you had Brooke Holloman for Auburn. That was a great match. Oh, Anna Grace Griggs with a block. And she definitely got all ball. That was a good block. Right place, right time. That was a defensive effort. 3:27 here left to go. Just using that length. And the thing about Glenwood, they are able to get the rebound, and Crisco is going to go the other way. They're not giving Stratford Academy any easy looks. Oh, nice move. Mimi Johnson driving the baseline, puts it off the glass and in. That is how you do it to extend this lead. It's 54-17. And stolen by Griggs. Griggs, they're trying to just swing it over to the shooter, Mimi Johnson. Johnson trying to fight for her own rebound, and they collide. Johnson and Reagan Ray collide, and they do get the jump ball, and so good hustle by Mimi Johnson as the ball goes back to Glenwood, up 54-17. Pass over to Brazil. Brazil fires a three, hits the front of the iron, no good. Smith pulls down that rebound. Over to Reagan Ray, back over to Smith. Smith averages 8 points. She's second on the team in scoring. That's going to stay right here with the Lady Eagles. Leading scorer for Stratford Academy is Kalia Walker. She's got 9 points. Trying to get it to the shooter, Smith. Swings it over, fired a long three is Carson Reeves, no good. Rebounded by Emerson White. Glenwood has been forcing them to take tough shots. Johnson puts up a shot. Claire Graham trying to get it, and it's going to go back to the Lady Eagles. Also last night, Taylor County beat Schley County 69-25. There, Taylor County had a huge run in the GHSA tournament last year in single A. Bounce pass. Reeves inside, trying to get it. Drawing the foul is Catherine Causey, and Causey's going to go to the line for two. Hardaway, it's a final. They defeat Northside 57-34. Very impressive two-game stretch for Coach Ellison and the Lady Hawks that went to the Final Four last year. They are 10-4 on the season. They did defeat Cairo last night. Actually, they're 11-4. They won the Muskogee County Christmas Tournament. They were able to defeat the Syrup Makers. And then they turn around and they defeat Northside today versus Northside. That game was actually played at Hardaway. Crisco, it's 54-17, less than 2 minutes to go. Over to White. Emerson White getting some decent minutes. And what a rebound by Bobby Taylor Brazil. She puts it off. It's short, but the second effort getting, and you also have coming into the game for the Glenwood Lady Gators is number 23, Catherine Dent, the junior. Rather, looking at the wrong roster, Claire Hargrove, of course. Catherine Dent for Stratford is in the game as well, both wearing 23. But Claire Hargrove is in the game for the Glenwood Lady Gators at 54-17. And her dad, Wes Hargrove, is going to be joining me for the boys' game. So looking forward to that. We got some subs coming in. Peyton Latimer for Stratford and number 32, Kate Burgess. Emerson White fires a three and hits it. Emerson White extends this lead. It's a 40-point lead for Glenwood. Almost stolen. And we're going to get a 3-second lane violation off Stratford. Minute 15 left to go. It has been all Glenwood here. What a defensive effort and offense, as everything's been going right for Glenwood. Claire Graham, quick double team, bounce pass to Brazil. It's off of a Glenwood player, and it's going back to Stratford Academy, a team that went 22-7 last year, lost to George Walton Academy in the Final Four in the GIAA. Stratford Academy out of Macon, Georgia. Over to Latimer, splitting the defenders. Latimer, quick triple team, bounce pass over to Burgess. We're going to get a whistle, and they're going to call a foul. Looks like they're going to call it on Glenwood. They're going to be in the bonus now, as that is 5 team fouls. And going to the line for Stratford is Catherine Causey. Stratford 7 here with Stratford Academy. Went 22-7 last year, 7-1 in the region. This GIAA school out of Macon, Georgia, lost to George Walton Academy in the Final Four, the eventual champions, who went and beat Brookstone in the championship game in the GIAA finals. It was a nice move by Pagan Latimer, and we're going to get a foul on Glenwood with 4:07 left to go and a running clock. Coach Purdue can try to get out of here with a win. Claire Hargrove coming into the game for the Lady Gators. There's a pass over to Cozart. Dent thought about it. Driving the baseline is Latimer. Back over to Dent. Dent, little floater off the glass, no good. Tipped out by Brazil. Ella Cooper almost had it, and with 3:29 left to go, we got some more subs coming into the game, including number 22, Presley Gigolo. Got Burgess, long three-pointer, no good by Peyton Latimer. 3 minutes to go. Don't forget, we got the Glenwood Gators, the defending AISA champions, taking on Stratford Academy, the defending GIAA champions. That's ripped away from Latimer, and looks like we're going to get a technical. Not sure exactly what happened. They were trying to rip the ball away, and we had maybe a little bit of a push and shove in there, and that's going to be a technical on Glenwood. And Peyton Latimer is going to shoot this technical. Still got a running clock. 2:27 left to go. This has been complete dominance by Glenwood from start to finish. There was not a point in this game where Stratford Academy cut it close, as Latimer misses the first. And what a bounce-back game for the Glenwood Lady Gators. They lost to Stratford Academy 62-48 on December the 2nd up in Macon, Georgia. Both foul shots were missed. In that game, Kalia Walker had 23 points. It was a great effort by Stratford Academy. 1:43 left to go. Reeves back over to Latimer. The ref's going to keep it here with 1:33 left to go. It's a foul on Glenwood. Latimer finds the open shooter, Kate Burgess. Burgess trying to get her own offensive rebound. That's going to go back to Glenwood with 1:10 left to go. The Glenwood Lady Gators trying to get their 17th victory and move on to Lee Scott Academy Thursday night up in Auburn, Alabama. Less than a minute. Mimi Johnson, Cooper, Johnson, Hargrove, top of the key. Hargrove getting the screen from Graham. Quick double team. Back over to Claire. Graham fires a three. Off the backboard. No good. It's going to go back to Stratford. 34 seconds left to go. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Richard Holderidge, Toygar, Isla. We thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. We got another one coming up next after this. 20 seconds left to go. Peyton Latimer for three and hits it. Peyton Latimer makes it 57-21, 10 seconds left to go. Mimi Johnson takes it across the timeline. 5 seconds. Don't think she's going to get a shot off. And that will do it. The Glenwood Lady Gators. They avenged the early loss in December to Stratford Academy by coming out and having a statement win. They win the game 57-21. Anna Grace Griggs led all scorers with 17 points. And Clara Crisco, 13 points, as the Glenwood Lady Gators are 17-5 on the season. They'll take on Lee Scott Academy next Thursday night up in Auburn. Stratford goes to 7-7. They will take on First Presbyterian Day on the 9th. And we want to thank our sponsors one last time before we break. Superior Roofing, top certified roofers in 3 locations, Auburn, Phoenix City, and Columbus. Rocket Stone LLC for masonry, stoneware. If you just want to get your fireplace refurbished, just contact Greg Ballard. Mike and Ed's Barbecue. Chase Cook has got great barbecue, got TVs. We had the Glenwood Gators coaches show there. Happy Hour Bar and Grill. Matt Call, the general manager. Great food. We have live streamed the Georgia Alabama Sports live show there. And I love their Taco Tuesdays, the $3 tacos. It's always great, and they just got some great food. Just welcome servers. We got State Farm, Carroll, Purdue. Call 334-298-2300 for a free quote today. Life, home, car, and auto. Terry Johnson Agency for home, church, life, and auto. Call 706-324-6360 for a quote today. Master Wall Incorporated. They provide EIFS and stucco for your products. And Behringer Construction for repair, remodel, and refurbish. Call Glenn Behringer. PNB Broadcasting, real people, real radio. Radio stations like Boomer 102.5, Smooth R&B 92.1, and Sports Vision's Thrift Behringer, DJ Jones. Mondays and Thursdays, 4 to 6, as it is the premier sports talk show in Columbus. They have the great guests, and they provide local and national coverage and double coverage. Jerome Bryan, if you want your team covered, whether it's Little League, middle school, high school, Jerome Bryan and double coverage, they got you covered here in the Tri-City area. All right, don't go anywhere. We got the Glenwood Gators. We got the Stratford Academy Eagles. It's the AISA defending champions. It's the GIAA defending champions. And that's coming up next here at the Pit on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And a good Saturday afternoon to everybody. Welcome back to the pit as we have the final matchup here at the pit between Stratford Academy, the defending GIAA champions, taking on the defending AISA champion Glenwood Gators. Stratford comes in this contest with a 9-4 record. The Glenwood Gators come into this contest with a 15-5 record. Mason McCrane, and tipping off is Grant Matson, and Glenwood wins the tip. And the point guard, known as Swag, Jadarian Holloway, with it. He takes it across over to Levi Pender. Quick double team. This team did go 27-2 last year. Won the championship, defeated Pacelli in heartbreaking fashion. And they're here as you got, Cam White with a three-pointer to start things off for Glenwood, up 3-0. Here comes Smith, top front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by McCrane. Gives over to Holloway, takes it across the timeline. Glenwood trying to start fast. Pender back over to Holloway, top of the key. Sykes trying to swing it around. Back to Holloway, thought about the three, gives over to Pender. Pender fires a three and hits it. 2 for 2, another three, and they're up 6-0 to start the game. That's what you want to do if you're Glenwood, to start fast against a team that can start fast for Stratford Academy. Grant Matson over to Tyler Burnett. Matson, they did lose a lot of firepower. They lost their leading scorer on last year's team, Khalil Green, who averaged 21.1 points a game. That's going to be inbounds underneath the basket by Jarvis Smith II. Gives it over to Burnett. Burnett, Holloway, that's the point guard matchup. Holloway trying to get good defense on that, a good screen. Trying to swing it around to Smith. Smith driving the lane, up and in. First 2 points for Jarvis Smith II. It's 6-2. Holloway back over to White. Swings over to Sykes. Sykes, spin move. White, Holloway, top of the key. No good. Rebounded by Stratford. Looks like they lost it. That's going to stay right here with Stratford Academy. Gives over to Matson. Shot no good. Rebounded by Matson. Puts up a shot. Up and in. Grant Matson, offensive rebound and the putback. And Stratford Academy has responded with 4 points. They're now trail 6-4. Holloway. White swinging around over to Sykes. White, and he lost it. Brooks Gardner coming off the bench, gets a steal. There's a shot, up and good by Jarvis Smith II. Three-pointer, it's a 7-0 run for Stratford Academy. Pender back over to Holloway. Stratford Academy has responded here. 9-4 on the season. Over to Holloway. Top of the key. White swings it over to Sykes. Glenwood defeated Macon East last night.
Checked.
Putting up a shot, and that's going to be a foul on the floor.
This is the mic. Have to close it.
And ladies and gentlemen, joining me up in the broadcast here once again is Wes Hargrove, who helped me call the Border Wars Championship last week. Oh, and Swag almost picked his pocket. We're going to get a foul. Wes, great having you here on the broadcast.
Well, you know, Richard, sometimes you just got to give the people what they want, and what they want is more Wes.
Absolutely. For those of you who don't know who Wes Hargrove is, he played football for Glenwood in the, well, I'm not going to say when, but you played free safety, played in the secondary at Glenwood. Your daughter plays on the girls' team. Saw some minutes.
She got her some minutes in today. It was good. The girls played really well.
Yeah, huge win for the Lady Gators. to win their 17th game. They won 57-21, and they avenged a loss that they lost to Stratford on December the 2nd up in Macon.
They got dominated that game, so to see them come out today, obviously they're getting a lot better every time they go out. So.
And this Glenwood boys team, they lost to Stratford Academy 49-44 up in Macon.
You know, Coach Purdue's getting both of our teams. He knows he's just got to be good in February.
Exactly. 7-6 is your score. Tyler Sykes for three. No good. That's a big rebound by Grant Madsen. And Stratford has responded. They were down 6-0. They've able to come out here, and they've taken the lead 7-6. Here comes Hughes. Baseline jumper, no good. That's going to be rebounded by Levi Pender. Pass over to Swag. Back to Pender, top of the key. Swag fires a long three. No good. That's going to be rebounded by Tyler Burnett. Jarvis Smith takes it across the timeline. Burnett with it. Oh, a screen by Madsen. Long three-point attempt. No good by Jarvis Smith, who has 5 points for Stratford. Here comes Glenwood just trying to move fast. Pender, he likes that corner three.
When Pender's hot, we're going to always have a good game.
You guys swing it around, and Stratford trying to adjust and not having a shot clock. But as we learned in the Border Wars, these teams from Georgia, they just play fast. They don't even think about the shot clock. Oh, Swag driving the lane. Nice pass to Sykes. Tyler Sykes looking for somebody. Levi Pender open for three and hits it. His second three-pointer of the game, and Glenwood with a 2-point lead.
I think Pender could go out and do a Tiddlywinks tournament and still come out on top. He's one of the most athletic kids that we've had here in the school.
A good play by Tyler Burnett to get the and one as Stratford ties it up, and he has a chance to take the lead once again. Yeah, this Stratford Academy team, looking at the schedule, they went on a 5-game win streak. They did lose to Eagles Landing Christian Academy on the 28th of December. So this team out of the GIAA, the defending GIAA champions out of 4A. Burnett, it rattles in and out. It's 9-9 with 2:30 left to go here in the first. Wes Hargrove, Richard Holdridge. Happy to be here at the pit, Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Lamont Burton checking into the game. Oh, it goes wide to Swag. Swag, quick double team, and he loses it. And here comes Stratford. Jarvis Smith, the second. Like to think fast, but there's Swag with a big rebound. Oh, a nice pass to Cam White. Puts up a shot. We're going to get a foul. That's going to be, the ref is calling 2 shots. So it's a pretty fast-paced game, Wes. Stratford likes to run up and down the floor. Glenwood likes to run up and down the floor. I mean, that's really setting up for a high-scoring game.
It's going to be a fun afternoon here in the pit, that's for sure.
Absolutely. And last night, you had a quick turnaround. Last night they defeated Macon East, and then you're here in a Saturday afternoon for back-to-back games. But Glenwood's used to this. Coach Purdue had them ready, playing 3 days and 3 games at the Border Wars.
Well, we played Thursday on the road, too. So.
That's right. You did play Valiant Cross Academy, right? There's a three-pointer. Oh, I thought that went in. Jarvis Smith, no good. It's going to be rebounded.
Gales is getting his first action of the year today.
Absolutely. Swings over to McCrane. Mason McCrane, he's had a lot of great defensive stops. Had a game with 6 blocks. There's Blake Gales. Yeah, this is the first time we've seen Blake Gales.
He's been injured. This is his first game dressing out even, so I'm glad to have him back.
There's Gales. He's going to fire a 3. That rattles in and out. Oh, what a rebound by Mason McCrane to just rip it out of the defender and put it back. 2-point lead for Glenwood.
Yeah, we got 2 D1 kids out there on the court at one time. It's a pretty athletic group we got with Gales and Lamont signed with the Air Force Academy.
That's right. They did have the signing day earlier this week. Gates out there. Also Burnett. Good defense by Holloway. We're going to get a travel on Burnett. Going to go back to Glenwood with less than a minute to go, up 11-9. did a good job responding back. They did jump out to that early 6-0 lead. The story for Glenwood, they have 3 threes, so their shots have been falling. They got a 2-point lead over Stratford. Holloway over to
Gales.
Yeah, Gales, there you go. Oh, what a rebound. Back over to Swag. Oh, nice bounce step. 39 seconds. Cam White. He was the hero in Abbeville Christian in the first round of the Border Wars. Holloway back over to White. Gales inside of McCrane. Quick double team. Swag, nice move, driving the baseline, puts up a shot, draws the foul. Jadarian Holloway, like they call Swag, you know, I'm representing, I got the Swag shirt on. I'd want to make sure to represent as the former Calvary Christian Knight freshman. He's been leading the point for Coach Purdue. And Wes, I got to say, a good sign is that we saw Griff Garner in warm-ups. I mean, he's been injured for the past couple of weeks.
He got hurt down at our Tennessee trip. You know, we just finally getting everybody back healthy, and we're playing really good basketball the last couple of weeks. It's been exciting for us.
We talked about you want to play your best basketball in January and February. Definitely February. As coming into the game is Thet Morris. Holloway makes them both. It's 13-9, a 4-point lead for Glenwood. 17 seconds left to go. Smith, 10 seconds. Looks like he wants to try to get the final shot. Lamont Burton. Look at that defense by Burton. And that's just some patience, but that's going to be a foul. 2 seconds left to go here in the first. They're not going to call it a shooting foul. It's only the third team foul. Stratford's going to try to inbounds it, see if they can get a shot off here to end the first. Gates underneath the basket. Almost lost it, and he did lose it. And that is how the first quarter ends. Good job by Glenwood coming back. They got a 4-point lead over Stratford. All right, we want to thank our sponsors, Superior Roofing. Top certified roofers in 3 locations, Auburn, Phoenix City, and Columbus. Rocket Stone LLC. If you want masonry, stoneware, if you just want your fireplace refurbished, call Greg Ballard at Rocket Stoneware LLC. Mike and Ed's Barbecue, Chase Cook. Wes, you're good friends with Chase. Good barbecue.
You smell those butts for miles.
There you go. And we have the Glenwood Gators coaches show there. I love their barbecue. It got Happy Hour Bar and Grill, Matt Call. Yeah, when we were doing our Georgia Alabama Sports live show, I saw you there a couple of times. Like that place.
Happy Hour's been great for the local community. They've been airing some of the games over there at the restaurant. So, you know, go by there and get you some dinner tonight. It's a great place.
Absolutely. State Farm, Carroll, Purdue for life, home, car, and more. Call 334-298-2300 for a free quote today. Terry Johnson Agency for home, church, life, and auto. Call 706-324-6360 for a quote today. Masterwall Incorporated. They provide EIFS and stucco. As Grant Smithwick over there in Midland, Georgia. Behringer Construction for repair, refurbish, and remodel. Call Glenn Behringer today. P&B Broadcasting, real people, real radio. St. Pacelli. You got Boomer, 102.5, Smooth R&B 92.1, Sports Visions. DJ Jones, Thrift Behringer, 4 to 6 Mondays and Thursdays, and double coverage. Jerome Bryant does a great job covering all the local sports here in the Tri-City area. All right, Wes, start of the second quarter. Leading scorer for Glenwood was Levi Pender. He had 2 threes in that first quarter. Cates. He's going to pass over to Smith. Smith, a nice finger roll layup, and Stratford cuts the lead to 2. Jarvis Smith has got 7 for Stratford. Remember, they lost their leading scorer from last year's championship team, Khalil Green. He had 21.1 points a game last year. That's a lot of firepower for a defending champion in the GIAA. Pender splits the double team. White swinging around. Swag just going to fire up a 3. No good. Rebounded by McCrane. Puts it up. No good. Nice rebound by Tyler Sykes. He puts it up. And one.
Sykes and one.
Oh, count the bucket. Tyler Sykes going the line for the and one. But that was determination and hustle, second chance points.
You know, that's what this team's starting to do as the season goes on. You know, you watched this at the beginning of the year. I mean, it's no secret. We weren't playing very good basketball in November, but kids have worked really hard, and they've gotten a lot better, and the effort is just tremendously improved as it's gone on. So it's going to be a fun month and a half for us.
All right, Gates, as Smith fires a long three. Stratford gets the rebound. Billy Noblet back over to Gates. Gets the screen. Noblet fires a three. No good. Rebounded by Levi Pender. Over to White. White, nice pass to McCrane. McCrane inside. He gets that blocked by Matson. He got all ball. Gates is going to kind of hurry up. Both very similar styles. Oh, it's blocked, but they're going to call the foul on Glenwood. Jarvis Smith. Swag is going to be called for the foul. Jarvis Smith, the second, going to the line for two. And nope, the referee is saying it looked like he was in the shooting motion. The coach for Stratford is wondering why that wasn't a shooting foul.
We may have just dodged the bullet, but we'll take it.
Yep. Wooten driving the lane. Oh, what a block by Pender. But that's going to be a foul.
That's going to be our ball back.
Yeah, it's a foul on Stratford. Back over to Sykes. 15-11 with 6:11 left to go. Pender, he's got 2 threes. McCrane. Oh, a nice move by McCrane, and that goes right to Smith. The Stratford Academy, Smith, 3, no good. Swag with a rebound. Oh, that was a little too much for Camden White. As Glenwood trying to avenge their 49-44 loss to Stratford Academy down in Macon on December the 2nd. The Glenwood Lady Gators did win today against Stratford Academy, 57-21. There's a nice drive into the lane.
White reached around and poked it out there.
Yeah, it just caused the momentum just to stay right here as Tyler Burnett was trying to drive the lane. Hughes gets it blocked. Oh, and a good steal by Levi Pender. Pender just going to go coast to coast, split the defenders, puts up a finger roll. Oh, great move. They're going to call a foul. Looks like they will call a foul. So some scores earlier today on the girls' side. You had the Pacelli girls defeat Loganville Christian 57-21. Hardaway defeated Northside. But last night, here's the one that surprised me, Wes. Shaw only beat Calvary by 4.
Really?
Or by 6, yeah, 50-44.
Calvary is a team that's improving every time they go out, too. I mean, well-coached team, great group of kids.
Gates for 3, and he's cutting into this lead. Gates makes a three-pointer. It's a one-point game.
Threw it to Sykes, and he wasn't looking at all.
Hughes gets it. And Hughes puts it up and in. And that really fires up the Stratford fans. They got a one-point lead.
I tell you, two teams that both play fast. The game's a lot of fun to watch, hard to focus on.
Yeah, it's a 5-0 run, but that was in a 10-second span. White, quick double team, stolen by Gates. And that's going to be a foul on Swag. And you got to watch out with those fouls with 4:41 left to go here until halftime. So, Wes, the next game for both the Gators and Lady Gators will be next Thursday night up in Auburn, Alabama against Lee Scott Academy.
That is going to be a fun high school atmosphere.
Oh, and I've been seeing some broadcasts on Lee Scott. They have just great fans. You know, they were playing Springwood the other day. I saw that broadcast. That's going to be huge. Oh, that was a moving screen, and we get a little pushing and shoving.
It's getting a little chippy.
Don't really need that there. Yeah, that's going to be on Stratford. Remember, Stratford went 27-2 last year. They won the GIAA championship. This year, 9-4. They're not the same team they were last year, especially losing Khalil Green. But they are led by their head coach, Jarvis Smith. So I'm guessing his son is Jarvis Smith II, who's leading the team with 7 points. That's going to be a technical on the Eagles, and Swag is going to shoot the technical. Down 16-15 with 4:29 left to go. Wes Hargrove, Richard Holdridge here on the broadcast. We're glad that you're joining us on this Saturday afternoon. Well, by the way, I don't know if you're anybody's Georgia basketball fans. They beat Missouri today. 11-3.
That's good.
I think that they're going to make the NCAA tournament.
You know, I always want to see as many of our local schools get in that. It's just fun.
Oh, it absolutely is. And Swag makes the first.
So I think there was a foul on us and then a technical on them. I'm not positive. There's a lot of stuff happening there.
And Swag makes them both. It was a lot of pushing and shoving. But really, you got to maintain your composure. If you're Stratford, you cannot give Glenwood free points.
Sykes checks in for Swag.
Braden Gooden checking in for Glenwood.
Be good.
Be good. Yeah, we saw him in the Border Wars Championship against Deerfield Windsor. He had an impact in that game. Sykes trying to get them to move the ball around. Levi Pender. Pender's already got 2 threes. Don't want to leave him open. He likes to shoot it. We get a timeout on the floor. Coach Purdue did not like the look. We're going to get a timeout. We're going to take one too. 4:09 left to go here in the second as you're watching Glenwood and Stratford Academy live here at the Pit on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back to the Pit on the campus of Glenwood School. Wes Hargrove, Richard Holdridge, Toygar Isla. Glenwood leading Stratford Academy 17-16. It's the defending AISA champions taking on the defending GIAA champions. And it's also a Border Wars. I know we just had that last week, Wes.
Right. Well, they weren't in the actual tournament, so
No,
we'll call this
Yeah,
Border Wars Extended.
Yeah, Border Wars 2.0. But, yeah, you got 2 teams, one from Alabama, one from Georgia. That's always fun. And it's also a rematch from the December 2nd game. Oh, and Levi Pender's open for 3. Front of the iron, no good. Nice rebound by Tyler Sykes to get the draw on the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I tell you, him and McCrane are working hard in the paint so far this afternoon.
Absolutely. If you're just joining us, the Lady Gators did defeat Stratford Academy 57-21. Leading scorer was Anna Grace Griggs with 17. Sykes makes the first. Clara Crisco had 13, and also had a, I don't know, player with the last name Hargrove. That kind of sounds familiar.
It was so fun watching her get in there and get after it. All of our kids got a lot of playtime in the last game. You know, Senior Ella Cooper had her some good minutes out there.
I know that you were happy to see that. Just sitting in the stands and, oh, what a steal.
Be good.
Be good with the steal. Yeah, I had to hesitate. When I saw her coming to the game, I knew that, 23, and then I was looking down at the roster. I was looking at Stratford's roster, but I knew who it was. And so I knew you were happy to see that. Sykes, quick double team, back over to Pender. 3-point lead for Glenwood. McCrane. Seems like this is a big game. Even though it's not a non-region game, it seems like this is a big game because this is the best, the championship team in the GIAA.
Well, Coach Purdue does a real good job on scheduling us games against Georgia schools, and there's a lot of pride on the line for the kids every time.
Oh, absolutely. McCrane, baseline. Nice pass to Lamont Burton.
Oh,
be good up. No good. Rebounded by Burton.
Get in there.
One. Count the bucket. Lamont Burton puts it back. And Glenwood can extend this lead back to 6. The last time they had a 6-point lead, they were up 6-0 to start the game.
You know, we're rebounding today. That's all the difference in the world right there.
But, you know, you talked about they played Thursday night. They played Friday night. They're playing today. How big is that to have a little bit of a rest? I know Coach Purdue's going to have them practicing next week, getting ready for Lee Scott, but they don't play until Thursday. That's no good by Burton. It's 21-16, 5-point lead.
You know, these kids nowadays, they're all go all the time anyway, so they'll be ready for the long tournament.
And we're about a month away until that AISA region tournament. They'll wrap up. Oh, get a call there. Yeah, we were looking at the calendar. It's looking like the AISA tournament will be January. Actually, no, it'll be like January 29th and 30th. It is 21-16. Going to the line to shoot 2 is Jarvis Smith II, who's leading Stratford Academy with 7 points.
The boys play Monday, too.
Oh, so they do.
Yeah, they play up in Camp Hill, a region game.
Oh, so the girls don't play Monday.
Right.
So it's actually the boys that play.
Southern Prep.
Southern
it's
Prep.
a boys-only school, so.
So we did see them earlier this season.
Right. They came here and played.
All right. Well, got Smith making 1 of 2.
So we got a lot of basketball in a short period of time.
You are right about that, and looking forward to that. Camp Hill, that's pretty much up there. That's going past Auburn, Lochapoka, Dadeville, over there. Oh. Nice steal by number 22, Joshua Hughes, and all the way up into the rack and in. And Stratford has cut it to 1. Glenwood got back to a 5-point lead. Stratford's not going away.
This game's going to come down to the last possessions. We already know.
I got a feeling, Wes. I think it is going to come down. You know, the first game, December the 2nd, was a 5-point win by Stratford. Here's Pender. Nice move by Pender, top of the key. Be good. Good defense by Hughes. Burton, mid-range jumper, no good. Trying to fight for that rebound, but Joshua Hughes ripping it down, and Stratford has a chance to take the lead. Javar Smith, and that is going to be an offensive foul. Yeah, as you can see where we're up sitting, you have the Stratford fans that are with us. They don't agree with that call, but Glenwood has got a 1-point lead, and they got a chance to extend this lead with 1:31 left to go until halftime. We want to thank you for watching here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Wes Hargrove, Richard Holdridge, live here at the pit.
You know, we appreciate everything Georgia Alabama Sports Live does for these kids. You guys get a chance to watch it, and I'm going to tell you these kids, they go back and they rewatch this. Every kid wants to see themselves on TV, and we appreciate everything you guys are doing for the kids. It's making their experience so much better.
Well, we also want to just continue this momentum from the Border Wars and the Muskogee County Christmas Tournament. As Sykes, spin move. That's an offensive foul. The ref was right there to see that one. He was trying to make a spin move, and Stratford did a good job just planting their feet and drawing the charge.
Burton checks in for Sykes.
Yeah, Tyler Sykes in foul trouble. He's going to sit. Both teams are going to be in the bonus, even though there's a minute left to go. You got Hughes. Point guard.
I don't think Pender's come out yet.
Yeah, Pender, he's been just instant energy for Glenwood. Got those 2 3-pointers. Oh, nice reverse layup. Just not enough on it for Javar Smith.
Under a minute.
Let's see if Glenwood, well, they probably will try to get a 2-for-1. There's no shot clock, but nice screen by McCrane, Pender, White. They can just run their offense. They don't have to hold for the final shot. But if they want to get a 2-for-1, they can maybe go quick here. McCrane got it popped away. What a steal. As it goes right to Smith, and Stratford takes the 1-point lead. Smith has got 10 points. And we got another foul. That's going to be a foul on Stratford. And that should be the
We're shooting 2.
Yeah, bonus foul. 24 seconds left to go. So Glenwood has a chance to regain the lead. as Levi Pender will go to the line for 2. It really has been a back-and-forth game, Wes. Glenwood jumped up to the 6-point lead. Stratford went on a 7-0 run to take the lead 7-6, and it really has had a lot of lead changes in this game.
Second half's going to be just so exciting.
Oh, it's going to be crazy.
I mean, there's just so many athletic specimen out there. Like, these guys are machines.
No doubt about it. Pender makes 1 of 2. It is tied at 22 with 24.7 seconds left to go.
You know what's great with schools like this, too, is all these kids are playing multiple sports. There's no single sport kids out here.
Well, when you're at the private school level, you have just these seasons just carrying over. We got a timeout on the floor. We're going to go ahead and take a look at our sponsors. We want to thank our sponsors here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Superior Roofing, Rocket Stone LLC, Mike and Ed's Barbecue, Pacelli, Happy Hour Bar and Grill, State Farm, Carol Purdue, Terry Johnson Agency, Master Wall Incorporated, Behringer Construction, P&B Broadcasting, Sports Visions, and Double Coverage. So some of the games yesterday, you know, we had the Carver Tigers. They were in the She Got Game tournament up in Atlanta. They lost to Palm Bay from Florida, 85-62. Coach Hunley's got a team. You know, they lost to Buford. You know, they're playing a lot of tough teams. You had Ace Charter defeating Kendrick 55-14. Spencer defeated Jordan 69-37. They're playing Harris County today up in Hamilton, Georgia. And Shaw defeated Calvary 50-44. Wes, I really want to see that box score. I want to see how many points Michaela Reed got.
We'll try and find that up at halftime.
Oh, yeah. I'll call Coach Smithwick and see. There's nice pass and a foul. Grant Madsen. And Stratford takes the 2-point lead with 13.2 seconds left to go. He's going to go to the line for the and 1. Glenwood had a chance to hold Stratford, but they found the open lane and they got the shot in.
It's a big momentum swing going into the locker room here. But we still got 13 seconds. We need to get some points on the board.
And you have a chance just to hold for the final shot. You got your shooters out on the floor. Madsen misses it. Oh, it gets popped out. That's gonna stay here with Stratford.
Ball.
Well, Burton was trying to get his hand away. He touched it last, but this is a huge 4-point swing for Stratford Academy. Inbounds it is Javar Smith. Over to Cates. Cates, 8 seconds. Smith, top of the key, guarded by White. Smith dribbles, fires a long shot, no good. Trying to fight for it, and that is the horn, and Stratford Academy with a 2-point lead over Glenwood to close out the first half.
Big last few seconds there.
Yeah, it was. We know that this game is going to go down to the wire. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, Superior Roofing, top certified roofers in 3 locations, Auburn, Phoenix City, and Columbus. Rocket Stone LLC. If you want masonry, stoneware, or if you just want your fireplace refurbished, just contact Greg Ballard. Mike and Ed's Barbecue, Chase Cook. Wes, I know you love Mike and Ed's Barbecue. I love me some Mike and Ed's Barbecue.
I tell you, I wish we could do the football show year-round. I love going up there and eating.
Dude, I was looking forward to my Mondays, just doing the football show. It was just great. Happy Hour Bar and Grill, Matt called. They got live entertainment on the weekends. We do the Georgia Alabama Sports Live show there remotely from time to time. They got great food, Taco Tuesdays. I enjoy that.
Well, you go there and everybody knows your name. It's our local Cheers.
Yeah, and it's down the road, and they live stream the Glenwood games. State Farm, Carol Purdue, you know her daughter went to Glenwood, a big supporter of Glenwood athletics. For life, home, car, and more, call 334-298-2300 for a free quote today. Terry Johnson Agency, you know, they serve the Columbus community. They have home, church, life, auto. Call 706-324-6360 for a quote today. Master Wall Incorporated, Grant Smithwick, he is the assistant coach at Calvary Christian. That company provides EIFS and stucco. Saw them up there. They're in Midland. And just a good local company that really supports what we're doing athletically here. Behringer Construction for repair, remodel, and refurbishing. Call Glenn Behringer. PNB Broadcasting, real people, real radio. They got great radio stations like Boomer 102.5, Smooth R&B 92.1, Classic Hip Hop 106.5. Love me some classic hip hop. Sports Visions, Thrift Behringer, DJ Jones, the best to do it when it comes to sports talk radio in Columbus. Mondays and Thursdays from 4 to 6 on Smooth R&B 92.1 and the Sports Visions Facebook page. And double coverage, a big shout out to Jerome Bryant. He covers all the local sports here in the Tri-City area to include Little League, middle school, high school. All right, Wes, that was a fun first half. What was your thoughts on that first half?
You know, I'm just really proud of our big guys fighting so hard in the paint and getting those big rebounds. You know, we're taking them, going right back up. That's going to be the difference for us is we got to keep rebounding. They're going to score. They're an athletic team. We're going to score some points, but we got to just pound them on the boards.
Well, I tell you what, this has really been a fun day of just three places here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live as Thrift Behringer was at Pacelli. He called the Pacelli girls and boys as they were taking on Loganville Christian Academy here at the pit for the Glenwood Gators and Lady Gators. And now we got a CVCC game that's going on right now as Thrift Behringer is on the campus of Chattahoochee Valley Community College as they're taking on Andrew College. So this is what we like to do, just continue to live stream starting at noon today all the way until the evening. And, Wes, it's just great having you here on the broadcast, but we got one more half to go.
It's going to be a fun half. And,
I can't wait.
And, you know, again, we're just so lucky to have you guys and everything you're doing for these kids, for these families. A lot of people can't always make it to the game, and they're able to, you know, still be a part of it thanks to y'all. So we appreciate everything you guys do, all the different shows you're doing. I mean, guys, if you're out there and you're watching this, it's because they love giving back to these kids. Georgia Alabama Sports Live is just doing a great job with it. Go support these sponsors. Tell them that you're supporting them because they're supporting kids. So we appreciate them.
Well, we appreciate you, Wes, for supporting us as well. All right, we got one more half to go. It's 24-22, Stratford Academy leading Glenwood. We'll be back with the second half here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back to the pit here at the campus of Glenwood School. Stratford Academy leading Glenwood 24-22. Wes Hargrove, Richard Holdridge here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Wes, what are you looking forward to about this second half?
It's going to be another fast-paced half of basketball. Both these teams want to play fast-paced, and it's going to be a great second half here. It's a great way to spend a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, and I got to say, Wes, this is the first Saturday in a while, probably since August, where we have not had college football.
It is. It's finally come to a little
bit of an end. It is finally, because we do have a national championship on Monday. We have the FCS championship on Sunday. Yeah, this is the first time since August. But
this is always the fun time when all the basketball picks up and the big games start happening. So,
well, what better way to enjoy your Saturday than see some high school basketball? It's Saturday afternoon. You're not out too late, but you get home at a decent time. And
the 2 o'clock start for the varsity girls, followed by the boys. It's great. It's perfect. You don't have to wake up early. You're not out late. You're back at home for dinner.
Like you mentioned, 3 games in 3 days. They won against Valiant Cross Academy on the road, Macon East yesterday. We got Levi Pender, top of the key. Pender, be good. And it's stolen by Stratford. Burnett, up, no good.
Good rebound.
Yeah, be good just jumping up and getting that one.
He's usually not in the starting mix, so we're glad to see him getting out here, and he's been working hard and playing well, and it's paying off for him.
Yeah, you got Levi Pender, Cam White, Tyler Sykes, and Mason McCrane are your starters. Over to Sykes. Sykes fires a 3 and hits it. Give him a 3-pointer, Tyler Sykes. You tip it right to him. If he's behind the 3-point line, he's going to shoot. Glenwood with a 1-point lead. That's how you start the second half. Nobit back over to Smith. He's the leading scorer for Stratford. He's got 10 points. Smith, top of the key, swings over to Burnett. Back over to Smith. Glenwood in the zone defense. They don't want to give any open looks. That is a mid-range jumper by Smith. Foot was on the line, so it's a 2.
It was a great shot and somebody in his face.
Back to a 1-point lead for Stratford. Stratford defeated Glenwood on December the 2nd by 5 points up in Macon. Pender, nice pass to Mason McCrane. McCrane gets it blocked. That was on the lane. The refs are going to say it's going to stay right here with Glenwood. The defending AISA champion Glenwood Gators taking on the defending GIAA champion Stratford Academy here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Tyler Sykes with it. Oh, what a block by Matson.
That's 2 big blocks down there for him.
Oh, they're diving for loose balls. There's Sykes. They avoided the jump ball. Good job by Be Good. Little tip drill, and goes back to Stratford. Back over to the point guard, Jarvis Smith II, the coach's son. He's got 12 points. Burnett, mid-range jumper, Noblet, rebounded by McCrane.
Got to keep getting the boards.
Glenwood could retake the lead on this possession. Got the fans fired up for this one. Sykes, back over to Be Good, swinging around to Pender. Pender dribbles. Looks for the shooter. White, good job there, but it's going to be a foul on Glenwood. Cam White with the loose ball foul on the floor.
That's 2 on White.
You got to watch out for the fouls here in the second half. Stratford 9-4 on the season. A little bit of a drop off. They went 27-2 last year. Their leading scorer, Khalil Green, who averaged 21.1 points, graduated. So they got some young players. Oh, what a shot by Javaris Smith, and a good offensive rebound by Hughes. Hughes driving the lane. Burnett, Smith, point blank range, can't get it. And there's going to be a foul on Glenwood. Javaris Smith was right there for the shot. Glenwood gets the foul. Smith will go to the line for 2 with a 1-point lead with 5:16 left to go here in the third.
It's going to stay close this whole second half.
You're going to see teams making the adjustments. Smith makes it.
It's a great high school basketball game. These kids are, they're giving everything, and it's so much fun to watch.
Well, they've reached the top of the mountain, both teams, championship teams, and so they know what it's like to play in big games. And plus, both teams have high IQs when it comes to basketball. Smith rattles in and out. It's a 2-point lead, Stratford. Swag checking into the game. Janarian Holloway, the freshman. Oh, he keeps his handle. Nice pass to McCrane. Off the glass and in. Looked like a no-look pass by Swag.
That is all Swag.
He just sees the offense. It's tied at 27. Smith. Good screen by Matson. Smith over to Hughes. They're moving around. Hughes trying to drive the lane. Gets caught up. Cates, little floater, no good. Rebounded by.
Another rebound for us.
Pinder, big rebound. Glenwood could take the lead here with 4:32 left to go here in the third. Good screen by McCrane. Swag driving the lane, puts up a little finger roll, no good. Rebounded by Matson. Came up just short by Swag. And Cates all alone for a three-pointer, no good. A nice tip by Pinder over to Sykes. Here comes Swag. He's going to slow it down. Good screen by McCrane. Swag, top of the key for three. Rattles in.
There you go, Swag.
There you go, Swag. 3-point lead for Glenwood.
Such a great kid. He's always got a whole fan club up in the gym.
Well, he's got some fans wearing his shirt. You got a foul on the floor. Stratford Academy, the 4A GIAA school out of Macon, Georgia. Thrift and I were there last year on the campus of Stratford for the quarterfinals of the GIAA between Bocelli and Brookstone.
That's a beautiful campus.
It's a gorgeous campus. You were there for the road game December the 2nd, right?
Absolutely. That place, it's just really, really nice. Amazing.
Absolutely. Cates, bounce pass over to Smith, the leading scorer for the Eagles. Hughes trying to set up the screen. Madsen, top of the key. Burnett. Remember, no shot clock. Cates, good defense by Glenwood. Matson, he had an opportunity. Smith, good contested shot by Smith. He had a hand in his face, and he still makes it.
He's an athlete.
1-point lead for Glenwood. Here comes Janarian Holloway, also known as Swag, the freshman. Good screen by Thet Morris. Holloway driving the lane. He's going to be fouled, and he's going to go to the line for two. That's one thing. He has just got explosive energy, drives the lane, kind of reminds me of T.J. Benson at Calvary. I mean, there are some players like that. It's just they are just like a bullet out of a gun. They are just a lightning bottle.
Well, he sees it, and he knows what he's doing. He's going to go there. He's going up. He's going to draw the foul and go to the line. So
yeah,
we just got to make some free throws now.
The type of player I describe as a slasher, somebody who just drives to the basket, wants to create offense. And he misses both. Yeah, free throws have really been an issue for Glenwood. Definitely in the border wars. We got to see them get their foul shots. Oh, Smith up to the line and in. I'll tell you what, Wes, Javaris Smith is starting to take over this game.
He can play.
Yeah,
he can play.
He's got 17 points. It looks like, the coach, this Javaris Smith, the coach's son, he's got confidence that he can create his own shot and also get instant offense. And Stratford retakes the lead.
The fun thing, though, is that kid, he's not trying to carry everything.
Not at all.
He's not selfish at all. He can shoot free throws.
Smith makes it. It's 32-30. Stratford Academy on top. Sykes gets his dribble. Across the timeline. Look at Sykes running the point. There's Swag. Getting the screen from Thet Morris. Cam White driving the baseline. Putting up a shot to go to the line. Cam White has a chance to tie it. Wes, if you remember, Cam White, that first game of the Border Wars last week, down by 5, shot a big three to cut it to 2, and then took the game-leading basket against Abbeville Christian.
Cam's been having a great season. He took last year off. We were so happy he came back out this year.
Yeah, I mean, because he's mainly, he was playing football last year. The leading receiver, one of the leading defenders on the team, leading interceptions.
And he's a three-sport kid. He's a phenomenal baseball player, too.
Oh, absolutely, playing for Coach Fanny. He misses both, and that's going to stay right here with Glenwood. As Stratford trying to get the rebound, it was off of Stratford. Glenwood, I tell you, they catch a break there because Thet Morris was going for the rebound. Stratford slaps it out of his hands. Tyler Sykes underneath the basket. Got to get it off. Over to Swag, top of the key. Pass, Sykes dribbles, puts it up.
Get in there.
Oh, get it in. Get that in there. A little Euro step by Tyler Sykes ties the game. Burnett, oh, a nice pass right to Wooten.
Tyler Sykes is just such an athlete.
Yeah, he's also on the baseball team as the number 2 starting pitcher. There's Swag, and it's good. Swag has got 9 points. It's tied once again. There's Smith for 3. Wow, he's on fire. 20 points.
He's got a lot of confidence right now, and he should.
Yeah, 37-34. Stratford Academy with a 3-point lead. Sykes over to Swag. Swag trying to get his dribble. Thet Morris with the screen. Holloway. No, nice moves. Cam White for 3. No good. Rebounded by Thet Morris trying to save it, but it's right to Wooten. 37-34. Oh, it's Smith. Traveled. Smith was trying to make a move. Took a little too much steps.
I think the ball got stuck behind his back.
And lost control of the ball while he was doing the steps.
Otherwise, he would have been in there for 2 again.
Yeah, because the Euro step move has been working for him, but yeah, just could not control the ball. We got Blake Gales. This is his first appearance here for Glenwood into the game. Down by 3. Pender over to White. White, quick double team. Levi Pender. Back over to Gales. He can shoot. Pender driving the lane. Spin move. Got it poked out of his hands and he traveled. Ref's going to call a travel. It's going to go back to the Eagles. 37-34, 1:22 left to go here at the pit.
It's not a packed gym, but it's a loud gym.
Oh, it really is loud. Nice move all the way. A little too much for Burnett, and Glenwood has it here on a fast break. Over to Pender. Pender driving the lane, puts up a shot, go to the line for 2. So this is where, if you're going to drive to the basket, you got to make your foul shots. This is where you're down by 3. You got to make your foul shots if you want to try to get back in this game, because Stratford could just foul you every time, knowing that that is something that you struggle with. But he does make the first.
That's a big one for Pender. A lot of these guys were here at 1 o'clock today shooting free throws. It was good to see him, You
pretty much have all Saturday morning to practice, because you don't have school. I mean, they Coach Purdue could open up this gym 6 o'clock in the morning, and they could be practicing before this game. Pender makes them both. Huge foul shots for Levi Pender. He has got 9 points. Him and Swag are both tied with the lead for Glenwood. Burton, defense on Smith. Burton, contested shot. Good job defensively, Lamont Burton. That length forced that shot for Javaris Smith. Glenwood down by 1, can take the lead. Oh, and that's a moving screen. It's going to go back to Stratford. 37-36, Stratford Academy leading the Glenwood Gators. 44 seconds left to go. Wes Hargrove, Richard Holdridge, Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Cates with it. Good screen by Noblet. Back over to Smith. He's got 20 for Stratford. Wooten, 3-point by Noblet, no good. Long offensive rebound, yanked down by Wooten. Smith, oh, he thought about shooting that one. Gates, back over to Noblet. Couple of dribbles over to Hughes. Looks like Stratford with a 1-point lead is going to hold on for the final shot here in the third quarter. Hughes Back over to Smith. Are they going to give Smith the final shot? Smith fires up a long shot. No good. Rebounded by Pinder. Throws up a long haymaker. And that is how the third quarter ends. An exciting third quarter, Wes. But Stratford Academy does lead 37-36. Well, I tell you what, Wes. You know, we could have done this broadcast without our sponsors. I mean, they've been so good to us. Superior Roofing. Top certified roofers in 3 locations, Auburn, Phoenix City, and Columbus. Rocket Stone LLC for masonry, stoneware, or if you just want to get your fireplace refurbished. Contact Greg Ballard today. Mike and Ed's Barbecue. Chase Cook, you're pretty good friends with. What's that saying?
You can smell those butts for miles.
There you go. Happy Hour Bar and Grill. Matt Call, the general manager. Great music, live food. I meant to say live music, great food.
Sounds like you've been over there.
Yeah, we've done a couple of Georgia Alabama Sports live shows there.
They really opened up their doors to y'all, and that's just awesome.
They really have. State Farm, Carol Purdue, free quote today, 334-238-2300. Terry Johnson Agency, 706-324-6360 for a quote today. Masterwall Incorporated, Behringer Construction, PNB Broadcasting, Real People, Real Radio, Sports Visions, Thrift Behringer, DJ Jones, Mondays and Thursdays from 4 to 6. Double coverage, Jerome Bryant. One more quarter to go, Wes. It's 8 minutes to determine a winner in this non-region game, which feels like a region game.
There's a lot on the line here for these kids.
Bragging rights. Absolutely.
It's the big border war.
Yeah, it's the defending champions, the AISA and the GIAA. Tyler Burnett with it. Back over to Hughes. Stratford with the ball. Up by 1. A screen by Matson. Trying to find the shooter. Burnett driving the lane, up and in. Tyler Burnett, the quickness to get the open look. It's a 3-point lead for Stratford. Holloway over to White. Passes it to Sykes. Good defense by Burnett. Back over to Sykes. Thought about the 3. Bounce pass, baseline over to Pinder. Top of the key, back over to Holloway. White swings it over to Sykes. Sykes thought about the 3. Passes it to Holloway. Holloway fires a 3. No good, but rebounded by Pinder and gets fouled and will go to the line.
That was a big rebound there.
He was right at the right place, right time. Stratford did not box him out. They had no choice but to foul him. It would have been an easy basket. And Pinder goes to the line, down by 3, 7:05 left to go here in the game. And he misses the first.
Free throws have been our Achilles heel for a long time here at Glenwood.
Absolutely. Pinder. And we do have a lane violation. Are they going to call that on Glenwood? Yes. Kind of jumped a little early trying to go for that rebound, and that's a lane violation. 3-point lead for Stratford. Tyler Burnett over to Matson. Back over to Brooks Garner. Burnett driving the baseline. Burnett, quick speed all the way to the rack, up and in. Tyler Burnett starting to heat up. He's had 4 points in this last 2 possessions for Stratford.
We saw an opening, just took off like a bat out of a snowstorm.
Yeah, largest lead of the game for Stratford Academy. Over to Pinder. Pinder, quick double team. He draws a foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Well, Stratford knows that if you foul, you play the analytics game. They know that Glenwood is having a tough time with their foul shots, and Stratford is going to exchange those possessions because they feel that they could run the offense through Tyler Burnett and Jarvis Smith to get baskets on the other end.
All right, let's go. Let's get this one in.
Got to make this one. Pinder misses both. He has missed 4 straight foul shots in a row. And that right now could be a difference between a 1-point game and a 5-point game. As Burnett.
We need a stop.
Got to get a stop here. Over to Matson. Smith, 6-12. They can work the shot clock, or they can work the game clock, rather. No shot clock in Alabama. Back over to Matson. Swings it over to Hughes. Screen by Matson. They don't have to rush a shot. But Jarvis Smith, he's got 20 points.
Every
Burnett,
time he touches the ball, I get nervous.
yeah, and Glenwood's doing a good job keeping that lane closed. Good zone defense by Glenwood. If you're going to make him shoot, force up a contested shot. Oh, it's Swag! Swag almost had the steal of the night. Jumped out of nowhere, and it could be a play like that could help some momentum for Glenwood to get a spark going.
He just exploded through the sky like Superman there.
Back over to Burnett. Swag on defense, watching for the screen. Back over to Madsen. Looks like Stratford is just going to eat up as much clock as possible. It's a two-possession game. McCrane. Oh, what a block!
What a block.
Oh, Mason McCrane. He knows that he's got to play hard defense. He gets a big block, but the possession stays with Stratford. It's a 5-point lead for Stratford Academy. Back over to Hughes. Hughes just going to take it and try to reset the offense to Burnett. Burnett is explosive. If he's got the open lane, he's going to take it. Stratford does not have to rush a shot here. Glenwood needs a stop. There's Burnett driving the lane, and just short.
Big rebound.
Huge stop for Glenwood. Swag. Right to McCrane.
Oh,
all the way
what a
up.
block.
Oh, they did not call a foul. That was a block by Madsen. That could have gone either way. Huge defensive stop for Stratford. Over to Noblet. Back over to Burnett. Looking for the screen. Back out to Madsen, top of the key. Javar Smith. Smith, he's got the open lane, up and in. Largest lead of the game for Stratford Academy. 4:37 left to go. It's 43-36. Pender fires a long three. And hits
wow.
it. Levi Pender. Timeout on the floor. 4:30 left to go, and Stratford leads Glenwood 43-39.
That was big.
Huge three-pointer by
Wow.
Levi Pender. Well, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Superior Roofing, Rocket Stone LLC, Mike and Ed's Barbecue, Happy Hour Bar and Grill, Pacelli, State Farm, Carroll Purdue, Terry Johnson Agency, Master Wall Incorporated, Behringer Construction, PMB Broadcasting, Sports Visions, and Double Coverage. Right now, Thrift Behringer is on the campus of CVCC, where the Pirates are in action. And we've had a great triple header action, really 5 games today on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, as they're taking on Andrew College. We'll try to get a score update in that game. And looks like CVCC is leading 27-22 in the first quarter. Stratford with the ball. Madsen, good defense. Smith, White is on him, almost lost it. And we're going to get a timeout by Coach Smith for Stratford. 4:13 left to go here in this game. Wes Hargrove, Richard Holdridge, Toygar Isla, Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
We just got to keep clawing away here, Richard.
I tell you what, Wes, I always enjoy coming back to Glenwood. I know last week we had the Border Wars.
That was a great 3 days.
Up here, great 3 days. Coach Purdue and his staff and his players and you as the public address announcer did a great job putting this on. And it really was just a great event, just being the first to have a championship bracket.
We've done the Border Wars for years, and having bracket play, it just made it awesome.
Yeah, and it means more. These players, they want to win a championship.
Absolutely. And it was nice that we could win 2 of them at our own place, right?
It was nice. It was nice to see. As Jarvis Smith will inbounds it for Stratford. Over to Burnett. He's got explosive quickness to the basket. Same with Smith. Looks like Coach Smith wants to try to run the offense to him. Driving the lane is Noblet. Put up a shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And McCrane knows it. Drawing the foul. These are going to be huge foul shots coming up for Billy Noblet, with Stratford up by 4. The defending GIAA champions taking on the defending AISA champions. Noblet misses the first. That was a huge miss.
That was big for us. We got very lucky there.
Glenwood 15-5 on the season. Noblet makes one or two. It's 44-39 with 4 minutes left to go. Here's Swag taking it across the timeline. Over to White. Cam White over to Sykes. Sykes can shoot. Got a quick double team. Swings over to White. McCrane back over to Swag. Thought about the three. Back over to White. Sykes fires a long three. And no good, but Mason
Big rebound, McCrane with a putback.
Whoa, Mason McCrane. It's a three-point game. Glenwood needs to stop here. 44-41. Here's Javar Smith. Over to Noblet. Noblet. The chance of defense. And there's a foul on Tyler Sykes. And it's only the second team foul.
That's 3 on Sykes so far. But 3 minutes left. You got to keep on rolling.
Sometimes you got to play aggressive. Cates comes out. Burnett almost lost it, and he did. Burnett.
That's our ball.
Yeah, that actually was on the line.
That's a big turnover for us.
44-41, 3:19 left to go. Glenwood with the ball. Here comes Swag, the freshman point guard, Jadarian Holloway. His just leadership as a freshman has really been great for Glenwood. Nice pass. Mason McCrane up and in. There you go. It's a 1-point lead for Stratford. You can hear this crowd.
It's loud. It's loud.
Here comes Smith. Hughes getting the screen. Back over to Smith. Fires a three. We're going to get a foul. Well, you can hear a pin drop in this gymnasium, Wes. That's going to be a foul.
It's going to be on Cam White. They got
away from the ball.
His guy ran across, and he was going to run through anybody to get back to him. So you got to. That kid can play.
Back over to Burnett.
22 or something.
Yeah, Hughes can play. White over to Madsen. Almost stolen. There's Smith. Smith putting up a shot. No good. Rebound.
Big rebound.
Oh, Tyler Sykes pulling down that rebound. Glenwood could take the lead with this bucket with 2:23 left to go. Jadarian Holloway working the point. Over to Pinder. Back to Swag. Swag over to White. White. Sykes putting up a shot. He'll go to the line for two. That foul was on Grant Madsen. And Tyler Sykes, with 2:10 left to go in this game, with his team down by one, has a chance to either tie it or take the lead for Glenwood. These foul shots are huge. He makes one.
Money.
Tyler Sykes has got 9 points. We're tied at 44. He makes them both. Timeout on the floor. Glenwood takes the 1-point lead with 2:10 left to go over Stratford Academy, the defending GIAA champions. Glenwood, the defending AISA champions. It's Wes Hargrove, it's Richard Holdridge, Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Oh, buckle up, folks. We talked about this game possibly going down to the wire.
It's going to be a lot of fun here in the next 2 minutes.
And Grant Madsen does foul out for Stratford Academy. That's huge. They're losing their big man.
That was an emotional foul that just cost him, got us the ball back. Let's capitalize here.
Sykes.
Yes.
And it goes. 3-point lead for Glenwood. Yeah, it was a 4-point swing for Stratford. Smith, he's the leading scorer. Coach wants to put the ball in his hands. Noblet. The defense is just going to collapse on Burnett and Smith. That's really what they got to do. Noblet, let him shoot that. I believe that was partially blocked by McCrane. He looked like he had a finger on that one.
I thought he did, but it's our ball.
I mean, it's, you know what? But he contested that shot so well that it was close.
When you've got 6'5" flying at you, it's got to be a little intimidating.
He got some hops. He jumped up and tried to block that shot. But I think that just his motion contested that shot enough. West with 1:38 left to go. Glenwood up by 3. This is a big possession here because they can make this a 2-possession game. And it really is going to put Stratford Academy in a situation where they're going to have to rely on Burnett or Smith to try to win the game for them, which they're capable of doing. Those are very good players. But Glenwood knows if you're running the offense through Jarvis Smith or Tyler Burnett, they're going to try to get their defense to do everything they can to contest shots.
We just got to play smart basketball here. No turnovers.
All right, here we go. 1:38 left to go. 47-44. When does Stratford play the foul game? Here comes Swag. Full court press by Stratford. Almost lost it. Back to White. White over to Swag. Top of the logo. Swag over to Pender. 120. Back to White. Oh, that was all. I could have been.
That's our ball.
Huge opportunity missed by Jarvis Smith. He did a good job trying to get the steal, but just lost his balance, and it was off his jersey.
It's an athletic move.
Yeah, 1:16 left to go. Glenwood with a 3-point lead. Here's Pender. Quick double team, collapse, Swag. Pender with a little screen, Swag. Pass over to Sykes, gives it over to White. 1 minute to go. Swag is just going to hold it, and
it's going to stay with us.
Hughes with trying to slap it away. Yeah, this is where Stratford needs to foul. You're down by 3, a minute to go. Stratford needs to start playing the foul game. The Swag needs to get this off. Oh, and McCrane, look at him tippy-toeing that line, making sure that, oh, and the ref got him. You know, that was a good balancing act by McCrane, but the ref noticed his foot was on the line, and that was a huge turnover because Stratford gets it back, down by 3. All right, what does Stratford do here, Wes? Do they shoot a 3? Or do they try to get a quick 2?
I'm going to put the ball in number 3's hands if I'm them.
Yeah, he's got 22 points. Here's Jarvis Smith, fires a long 3.
Rebound.
No good. Rebounded by McCrane.
That's big.
Swag.
Now they got a foul.
He gets fouled by Billy Noblitz. 39.2 seconds left to go. Swag is going to go to the line to try to ice this game, or to at least make it a 2-possession game for Glenwood.
What a great Saturday.
Oh, this game kind of had a feeling like Abbeville Christian in the first round of the Border Wars. It looked like Glenwood, they were down by 7 with a minute to go. Stratford had I want to say they had at least a 7-point lead in this game, and Glenwood has stormed all the way back. Swag makes the first.
There we go.
What are the balanced scoring? Levi Pender with 12, Swag with 10, Tyler Sykes with 12, Mason McCrane with 8.
Most of the season we've been balanced like that. It's been wonderful.
Swag's got 11. It's a 5-point game, Glenwood.
No fouls.
36 seconds. But you can't get the 3-point shot. Oh,
it's our ball.
Tyler Burnett trying to leap to get that one. And it goes off of Stratford. Glenwood ball, 31 seconds left to go. Bounce pass over to White. Back over to Pender, and there's the foul. So what's at stake for Glenwood?
28 seconds. Sink a couple of these, and we'll be sitting good.
So Glenwood's right now, I'm looking at the schedule. They're on a 7-game win streak. They're trying to make it to 8. They're 15-5 on the year. It's Levi Pender.
You know, that Tennessee trip, and I know that's Coach Purdue's plan, and that's why he does the trip, but they came back and have just been.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, I saw they won 2 out of 3. Rebounded by Smith. Over to Hughes. She's open, up and in. Timeout, Stratford. It's not over yet. They're down by 4 with 22 seconds left to go, but this is where they've got to foul. We want to thank our sponsors, Superior Roofing, Rocket Stone LLC, Mike and Ed's Barbecue, Happy Hour Bar and Grill, Pacelli, State Farm, Carol Purdue, Terry Johnson Agency, Master Wall Incorporated, Behringer Construction, P&B Broadcasting, Sports Visions, and Double Coverage. This has been a fun day calling basketball, Wes. I just appreciate you being back on the broadcast with me as we called the Border Wars Championship against Deerfield Windsor. And it's always nice to be back here at Glenwood.
You know, I had so much fun doing Border Wars when I had the opportunity to come up here today. There's no way I'd turn it down. It's a great time hanging out. And, man, just what a great game.
Absolutely. And you get to be the PA announcer. You do a great job with that. And your daughter got some good minutes toward the end of the game in the first game.
She was really happy with it, came up and gave me a big hug here. So
that's got to be a cool moment. You know, being a father of 2 daughters, I don't know if they'll play basketball, but that's another story. 22.5 seconds left to go.
Football play.
Flag football. There you go. Oh, there you go. Janarian Holiday foul by Hughes. Yeah, they've done that play before.
I sit behind the bench a lot and actually watch Coach Purdue line them up and had them all running a post or a curl, and it worked like perfect. I couldn't believe it.
Well, stay tuned after this game. We will have an interview with Coach Purdue. The Glenwood Lady Gators, they beat Stratford 57-21 in the first game. Swag does make the first. Looks like Glenwood trying to ice this game, trying to win their 16th victory and get ready for Lee Scott, Southern Prep on Monday, then Lee Scott Academy. Swag makes them both. He's got 13.
I mean, these free throws has just been clutch here in the fourth quarter for us.
There you go. Hughes driving that baseline. Puts up a shot, up and in. Timeout, Stratford. 11.8 seconds left to go. It's 52-48. Glenwood is trying to avenge a loss against Stratford Academy on December the 2nd. They lost 49-44. You got the defending AISA champions, Glenwood Gators, and the defending GIAA champions, Stratford Academy Eagles. Yeah, looking at the box score of that game. Yeah, no surprise. Jarvis Smith had 20 points in that game. So Glenwood has seen Jarvis Smith before, and they know what they're expecting when it comes to instant offense.
We're able to, Cam White's playing them really tough on defense. That was big here towards the end of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with Glenwood's defense. I thought it was going to be a high-scoring game, especially these two similar teams that like to run up and down the floor. But, you're holding Jarvis Smith. He does average 20.8 points a game. I mean, he's just a little bit above his scoring average on the season.
Well, look at these kids right now. They're pouring sweat, 4 quarters, all-out basketball.
They're giving it their all.
What a great Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, don't forget, after this game, we'll have the CVCC game on Georgia Alabama Sports Live is still going on. Oh, and we got a foul on Glenwood. So, Wes, we've had basketball action starting at noon today with Pacelli, and it's going to run all the way to CVCC after this. So if you're a basketball fan, you want to watch basketball all day long, just switch over to the CVCC game where Thrip Behringer is right now. Jarvis Smith the second. He's going to inbounds it. Stratford down by 4. Pass to Matson. Up and in with 8 seconds left to go. Stratford is only down by 2. I'd said this game was not over yet. All Stratford had to do was get a stop.
The 5-second right there really hurt us. And
the 5-second violation, it was just a momentum shifter for Stratford. But here's the situation. 8.2 seconds left to go. You got a foul. But if you're Glenwood, you got to put the ball in your best foul shooter. I think right now you put the ball in Swag's hands.
100%. Yeah. 100%.
52-50. Glenwood makes both foul shots, the game's over. But if they miss one, well, now you got a situation just like in the Abbeville Christian game where Abbeville has a chance to either win it with a 3 or win it or send it to overtime. So this is going to be a huge possession, but with 8.2 seconds left to go, it seems like Glenwood's in these situations all season.
Well,
but
hopefully if it comes out.
But
last year at the state championship, we were in that spot. And
I remember watching that game. And really, the Final Four game, too, against Lee Scott Academy. Both buzzer beaters. Now, Wes, you did mention that the state championship game will be on February 9th. So
February the 9th, yes, sir.
In the Maconplex Arena, Tyler Sykes, with 5.6 seconds left to go, is going to go to the line.
Ours is at the Crampton Bowl.
Yes, the Crampton Bowl, the Centerplex at the Crampton Bowl. The multiplex at the Crampton Bowl.
There you go.
I got it right. I've called state playoff games there before. I called like Lochapoka and Autauga. So I like that arena. That's huge.
5.6 seconds left.
He's
we
got to
make this one.
Got to make this one. This is not a situation where if he did make that first, he could just intentionally miss. Because Stratford, I believe, they're going to call a timeout. They're going to have to take it the length of the floor. There's no taking it out at half court.
That's big.
That's huge. All right, you got to defend the three. 5.6 seconds left to go. Here we go.
That's a good foul.
That was a good foul. There's only 14 fouls now. Huge. 3.8 seconds left to go. Now Glenwood can set up their defense. Billy Noblet, he's going to inbounds it. 3.8 seconds left to go. With defense, Hughes, 2, 1, puts up a shot.
Oh,
no good.
That's a big win.
Glenwood wins.
Big win for the Gators.
Oh, they defeat Stratford Academy, the defending GIAA champions, 53-50. Stratford had a chance to tie it at the end, and Glenwood came all the way back. They were down by as many as 7, and they were able to come back. And I tell you, it was balanced scoring from Swag with 13. Tyler Sykes had 12. You had Levi Pender with 13. Mason McCrane with 8. But Jarvis Smith II, he is a very special player for Stratford as he had 22 points. Stratford falls to 9-5. They will take on First Presbyterian Day on the 9th. And Glenwood gets ready for Southern Prep as they will go all the way up to Camp Hill. And then they will be taking on Lee Scott Academy, a very important road trip next week. And I can't wait for the next time we're back here at the pit.
Richard, thanks so much for having me around today.
Hey,
always a good time.
Wes, I want to say I hope this is not the last game we call. I hope that there are plenty of games that we call in the future. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll try to get Coach Perdue with a quick interview. Don't go anywhere. It's Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Once again, Glenwood wins against Stratford Academy by 3. We'll be right back. We are back here at the pit. I'm here with the head basketball coach. Coach, it's nice to see you again. I know we were here for the Border Wars last week.
Got a haircut. You're looking good.
I had drill this
I
weekend.
need a haircut.
But great, outstanding win. Let's start with the girls taking on, well, first of all, these teams.
Let's start with the girls.
So you lost to Stratford Academy on December the 2nd in Macon. And then, that was a game 62-48, but
Correct.
you came back. What were the adjustments you made?
No excuse, but number 5 for us didn't make that trip. She missed the bus. So number 5 today decided to show up and play, and we played the best first half we've played all year was today. We came out, scored 21 in the first quarter, I remember it, and played really, really well. Very proud of the way that we played. Thank you. Very proud of the way we played in the girls' game. 3 quarters, running clock. We probably didn't score in the fourth quarter, but the main thing is we had a big enough lead that we could do that. Very proud of my girls. We played very, very well.
This was an outstanding win for both the Gators and Lady Gators.
Big win for our boys' team. This is the team that won the state championship last year over Pacelli. Now, I know they've lost some players, but my thing is we went over there. We had a lead. The shot clock's over there. We don't really know how to manage the shot clock right now with this group, and we lost late in the game. And then this game, they used not using the shot clock to their advantage in the fourth quarter a little bit. I thought we made some big rebounds and some big shots down the stretch. I thought Jadarian played very well when we needed him to with 3 fouls. I couldn't go down any more than 5 or 6 at the time. He came in and tied the game up, and I thought we played really, really well. This is a big win for our program. I want to give our girls team the win for the boys also. Because when you set the tone the way the girls played, I hope our boys saw that, and I think it excited our boys about the way we played.
Absolutely. The boys team will travel up to Camp Hill to take on Southern Prep.
Early tip, we're going JV boys at 3 because there's some kind of football game that night. I don't know what big game that is.
Oh, yeah, the national championship.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, that's why they're doing that early tip.
So we're playing early so my kids and people can come watch the game. And then we got a big one on Thursday.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that big one on Thursday because your girls will have a little bit of a break. You know, you got Southern Prep is only a boys-only school, so the boys are going to be playing. And then you're going up to Lee Scott Academy. We can't stress how big this game is up in Auburn, Alabama.
Played many, many games there. It's a tough environment to play in just because it's our rival. We're already going to be tight, going to be, juices flowing because it's our rival. But the thing is, we're ready for the challenge. I mean, you got to beat them if you're going to win. So we're going to play them. This is going to be round 2 for the girls, round 1 for the boys. They won a big game last night against Springwood. Both teams did. So they're coming off some big wins. So we better be ready to play, strap it up, or it won't be a fun night.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you for what you do. I heard you had Wes on earlier. Did you have Wes?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not as good as me, but that's okay. Thank you. You guy out there on the camera and Thrift, I appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
You,
well, Thrift's at CVCC right now.
Well, he's trying to work. I'm glad he's doing some work. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. That was Coach Dusty Perdue of the Glenwood Gators and Lady Gators. Thank you so much for watching the broadcast. I want to thank my producer, Toygar. This broadcast would not be possible without Toygar. Now, if you're a basketball fan, you could switch over to CVCC because right now Thrift Behringer is calling the CVCC Pirates. It's just been an incredible day of basketball. We started with the Pacelli Vikings at noon, and then we're going all the way to CVCC. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Bye, everybody.